The controversial words of Richard Smith, a reflection on Africa. Richard Smith, the renowned British guitarist, made headlines a few years ago with his contentious remarks during an interview. His candid and unfiltered comments sparked a wave of reactions across social media, polarizing opinions and inciting intense debate, particularly within African communities. Smith's statements were perceived as a litmus test for Africans, challenging their capacity to confront and digest uncomfortable truths. The community's reaction was deeply divided, revealing a spectrum of perspectives on Smith's harsh critique of Africa. Here are the words of Richard Smith and the findings from a social experiment conducted to gauge African reactions. Richard Smith's remarks. The brutal words of Richard Smith, famous British guitarist, during an interview. I have been asked many times what I think of Africans. Here is what I think of Africans without sugarcoating and without taboos. They sell everything to the highest bidder, even their land. Then they poison themselves with anything that is edible. I am not racist because I do not believe for a single second that I am superior to a black man. The difference is that we think of our descendants. We are strategic. We protect our interests and will kill for that if necessary. We are not emotional. We have moved beyond that stage. If the lion pities the gazelle, it is the lion who will starve. They have lions in their land, but they do not grasp the laws of nature. For everything, they rely on superstition and religion. The difference between others and blacks is that while others reflect, blacks do not think critically or utilize their intellectual capacities. Very few blacks are analytical. When a few black individuals succeed, we either welcome them or eliminate them through other blacks' hands. We introduce them to our God and continually invent vague concepts to confuse them further. In 100 years, their descendants will be more enslaved than they are now. They are already more unhappy than the previous generation and naively believe that numbers will be their strength. Just observe how they risk drowning at sea to come here. We conquered them with a handful of our people and their active cooperation. We forced them to speak and write in our languages. We will control their descendants more than we control them now. Other people understood our game and started using the same technical knowledge to protect and deter, but the blacks did not grasp any of it. I'm sorry to be so blunt. Nothing personal, I'm just being honest. Diaspoint's social experiment. In early 2024, Diaspoint conducted a social experiment to assess Africans' understanding of issues affecting the continent. 20 African diasporas in Europe were interviewed and given ample time to reflect on Richard Smith's words. The participants were divided into two groups, 10 highly educated professionals and 10 moderately literate individuals from the lower social strata. Here are the findings. Among the 10 African highly educated professionals, 7 praised Smith for his blunt truth about Africa's failures. 2 disagreed, arguing that as a privileged white man, Smith might not fully comprehend Africa's challenges. 1 participant remained undecided. In the second group, not surprisingly, only 2 out of the 10 agreed with Smith's views. 6 vehemently disagreed and condemned him for his negative portrayal of Africa, while 2 could not connect with the issue on discussions. Your thoughts? Now that you have revisited this article, we invite you to share your perspective. Do you agree or disagree with Richard Smith's opinions on Africa? Please let us know your thoughts. Join us at Diaspoint for in-depth insights on African matters. Discover comprehensive articles on a wide range of African issues and help us raise awareness. Engage with our content and share our articles to foster a deeper appreciation and awareness of Africa's diverse and dynamic landscape. Visit and subscribe to Diaspoint's YouTube channel and Facebook platform. Together we can strive for a changed Africa.